In this video, we will be working on the 2008 adjustments. And by now, I think you've got the general idea, but I just want to be sure that we're including the same adjustments. I also didn't put a reference on the balance sheet in 2006 for this $45,000. So I did want you to correct that. Okay. So for 2008, we want to reclassify the outside services that Workman put in insurance in order to kind of cloud up the picture. So we want to fix that. Here's the debit in insurance, $8,000, that came from outside labor. So we're going to remove that from insurance and put it back in outside labor, and then remove the personal costs and put it to our due from Workman because he needs to pay that back. So there's I and J. Now let's put that in the financial statements. So it both goes in and out of outside services. It goes in for the reclass and then back out for the due from Workman. And let's put it back here in this series. And add it to the rather long list of things that Workman needs to pay back. I wanted to mention here before I finish up with 2008. Looking back at 2007, in the prior video I mentioned that the $15,000 loan here was reclassified back into debt. Actually, what Workman did, in rather a strange thing, is that when he took out the loan, he put part of it in payroll and part of it in long-term debt, and the rest of it he debited to sales. And this was all just to create a cloud. He really did borrow. They really do owe the $25,000, but he made such a strange entry, it was a little bit hard to follow. But I just, in case you were scratching your head about a reclass, he actually didn't put it all initially in long-term debt and then move it. He just split it when he recorded the initial debt. All right, back to the rest of 2008. Okay, we need to take the lease out. We can just copy that from above because it's the same as the prior year. And like last year, he hid it or tried to hide it in cost of goods sold. So we will remove it from cost of goods sold. And that reference was K. Then the $40,000 that he booked of furniture and fixtures, we would like him to pay that back. Whoop, wrong year. And what was the reference on that? L. Okay. I put J and K in 2007. Let's fix that. We don't want to do that. Put that over here. Is that right? Let's see here. Yeah, J and K. And Not sure why that is bolding, but we can fix that. All right. Okay, let's add the 40,000 to that. And we didn't link retained earnings to the income statement, so we're not balancing. Let's try that again. Oh, we didn't put the math in. Let's put the math in. And the 8,000, why do I not have that on here? Outside services. Oh, what I do, put it in last year's. Okay. Oh, I haven't taken it out yet. Well, let's do that. Oh, I reclassified that in the wrong year. Okay, so that's both goes in and out. Yeah, okay. Are we all labeled here? And we balance, all labeled here, and okay. Keep it straight here. Okay, and then there's one more, and that is the IRAs that were charged. We didn't really see that in the general ledger. We were just told about it and told that it was charged to cost of goods sold. 3 checks of $3,000 apiece. Since that came up in the interview, we'd want to take that out and put it to due to workmen. What was the reference on that? M. Okay. Alright, let's see if the balance sheet balances. Looks good. Okay, so what's left to do now, so those are all your adjustments. What's left to do now is to formalize these schedules so that they can be included in your report. So what's left? Well, you have to finish the math here and here to get the revised financial statements. For the balance sheet, you have to add all the items across, so the original 2008 plus any changes that you might have made in any of those cells, and then you can just copy that down. Grab the little corner here and copy that down, and then you can do the math in this one and so forth. You want to hit up here to the print preview and make sure that it's printable on one page. So I tried to format these before I gave you the template, but we've opened up some of the columns. Let's make sure it still looks good on a page, not bleeding off the page. Okay, this is just barely fitting on that page, but it is fitting there. So okay, so you'll do the math and finish the schedule. Let's see if this fits nicely on one page. It seems to be okay on one page too. Alright, very good. So these 3 tabs will be part of your report. You will have other tabs as well. You'll be importing a tab where we are going to reconstruct the pawn shop activity, and then you will have a written report, and we'll talk about that in a future video. Okay, I think you have what you need here to finish this particular part.